Your Excellency, we are very happy. We are very happy as a ministry that you have been able to organize this breakfast and lunch for our Special Olympics competitors, just in recognition of what they have been able to do for this country. I came into the ministry the other day, Your Excellency, and my learning curve was very steep. And then I realized the kind of your support, the kind of support your office has given to the sporting activity in this country, and more so Her Excellency, Second Lady. Because first and foremost, when I came into this space, I was asking myself, what is this Special Olympics? Why is it special? But then as I was walked through and I was given to understand the kind of assistance you've been able to give them, participating in person in their activities and giving them support, we need to be proud as Kenyans to have this kind of leadership that we have today, Your Excellency. I would also wish to mention the aspect of the team that has been put in place to be able to manage that aspect of the sporting activity. Because when you see the kind of happiness that that group has because of the support your office has been able to give it, and also the support from the office of His Excellency the President, we are proud as Kenyans to have been put in place a government that looks at the hustlers, irrespective of which challenge you have as an individual. The third thing I was informed, Your Excellency, and which I'm proud of to be part and parcel of your government, is the fact that they decided and said for the Special Olympics we are going to put together everyone who are able differently, so that some can leverage on the strengths of the others. And that is the spirit your government has put in place on the bottom up. Nobody is left behind. My CS would have been here to tell you this, but he kindly requested me, because he's out of the country, he kindly requested me, Your Excellency, to be able to recognize this effort your government, and you in particular, and your household has put in place to be able to help this group of people. As a ministry, yes, we have had challenges, but we have tried. Because we are working out of a system, Your Excellency, that had not planned for this space that we are in at the moment. But we have walked into a government, like I said earlier, that recognizes everyone, irrespective of what you suffer from. And therefore then, when you look at the aspect of policy, Your Excellency, it is something that we have done a rapid assessment, and we are putting in place in the next 2 months a policy that will be speaking to all aspects of the reward for the athletes and everyone that has a talent that is helping this nation. And therefore, like our Member of Parliament said, that is something that we are working on. And that is why in his speech, His Excellency, the Deputy President, will be able to tell us how then we can be able to reward these people based on the policy that we have developed, but we are yet to finalize. And then thirdly, as a ministry, through monetizing talent, we want to ensure, and that is the direction you've given us, Your Excellency, that everyone that has any aspect of talent in this country must be recognized. And as a policy framework that we've been able to put in place, first and foremost, we've put in place a mechanism of identifying that talent, be it sport, be it creative art, and any other field. And then two, within the same policy, we are looking at ways and means of ensuring that they are nurtured. And then the reward aspect of it. So with your direction, Your Excellency, our ministry is working very fast into that space to ensure that everybody who has participated in any talent is recognized and rewarded accordingly. And like I said, our minister has already taken care of the Special Olympics, and the announcement will be coming from your office, Your Excellency. As I conclude, what the ministry has done is to ensure that that aspect of inclusivity into this team of the Special Olympics is adhered to. And that is why we are paying the coaches going forward. As like you rightly heard, our problem was, how do we have so many coaches for a small team? But when they gave us that explanation that the coaches were necessary because they are different, you know, the Special Olympics entails different people able differently. And hence the reason we needed to have many coaches into those teams. And the ministry has recognized this, and we are working out a methodology of ensuring that whenever they travel out of the country, or whenever they participate in sporting activities within this country, all those that are in that space are recognized and rewarded accordingly. And finally, Your Excellency, we recognize the fact that we are working within a very tight fiscal space. The ministry, as a policy direction, has decided to get into partnerships. And even for the team that is here today, the ministry is working to see whether we can partner them with people who can be able to be of assistance one way or another, either through kitting them or providing the funding gap that we have as a ministry that will then be able to help. And within the framework that you've come up with, Your Excellency, the taxing and everything, we are very much aware that our fund is going to grow. And therefore then, that lack of funding and everything else will be a thing of the past for two reasons. That now the tax bracket has improved. And number two, we are refocusing the fund for sports and the art, right? And as a policy in the ministry, and we will be bringing it to cabinet, we want to ensure that that is adhered to, so that we can be able to help these people seated here, Your Excellency. With those very few remarks,